What's going on, people, and welcome to Mad About Football. My name is Bass, and as always, joining me is the one and only Kamal. How you going, bro?
Good. I'm very good.
And I hope everyone out there is doing well also. Just before we start,
Yes.
I'd love everyone if they could subscribe if they haven't, and please give a like to our videos. It will really help us out a lot. Just want to say quickly, our deepest condolences to Allison and his family. We just heard that his father passed away yesterday, I think.
Yes.
So we would like to send our condolences.
And with Brazilian travel, he might not be able to make the funeral as well, is what I'm hearing. So
yeah, that's quite sad. It's quite sad for Allison, really.
Hopefully he can maybe Klopp will give him the game off. He's playing Sheffield this week, so maybe he could give Allison off and maybe Adrian, maybe someone else.
I think most likely it'll be Kelleher jumping in for Allison. To be honest.
We're gonna give our match day 25 recap.
We're gonna talk about the games that happened in the last game week, and we'll also talk about our predictions that we predicted.
Yes.
Dude, we done pretty crap to be honest.
You reckon?
We're starting off with the first game. It was Wolves versus Leeds. You said a 3-2 win to Leeds. I said a 2-2 draw. We said before how Wolves, when they win, they scrape it. And this was another scrape win for Wolves, 1-0 at the Molineux.
And Bamford had scored, but it got ruled offside from his arm or something as well, which is very, it's the slightest of calls that are costing team points, But again, Wolves doing very well of late. They've won their last three out of 5. So good on them. Yeah. They've won 3, drawn 1, and lost 1. So they're sitting all right in the bottom half of the table, but
the 12th.
Leeds were very unlucky not to get a point out of this game.
Yeah, I feel Leeds probably deserved a point out of this game, at least a point out of this game. Leeds for me had, I don't know, they always seem like they're on the ball all the time. They're never shy to get on the ball and try and score or punish teams. And the goal came from the goalkeeper. But
it was, if you seen the build-up play, Adama Traore had a rocket of a shot. Like, it was a rocket of the shot. It's gone off the crossbar, but the keeper's already dived. Yeah, so it's hit his back and gone in. So it's a very unlucky goal.
Very unlucky goal.
Very good shot from Adama Traore.
It's a very good shot, but it hit the crossbar, so it wasn't gonna go in anyway. But again, it was very unlucky.
That's what's so shitty about it.
Yeah, it was very unlucky for Leeds for it to hit the goalkeeper's back and go in. So.
Yeah,
that's why I feel Leeds got hard. Like they got done by hard.
Yeah, hard done by.
So
that's the way of football is, mate. If you don't put them in,
that's it. Unlucky.
well, we're going on to the next one, which is Chelsea versus Southampton, and in that game, Southampton had 4 shots, 1 on target, and they got a point from that game. So. That's what it means by you've got to take your chances,
100%. 100%. Just a shout out to Minamino, Liverpool loanee, doing very well at Southampton, scoring his second goal now, I think.
Bro,
for the Saints.
That goal that he scored was a beautiful goal. Like, he sat down Mendy and he sat down, was it Zuma? I think it was Zuma. I can't remember
who started for Chelsea. It's been a while.
It was Zuma and Mendy. But like it
was Zuma.
He sat down a defender because he was dummying it, and then unfortunately with the penalty, that they conceded, but it was a penalty. But Chelsea got hard done by, unfortunately. Not hard done by, but they did. I did find it very weird that Callum Hudson-Odoi got subbed on at halftime, and then he got subbed off 30 minutes later. Right when Tuchel got asked about it, he said that he didn't like the way that Hudson-Odoi was playing, that he was applying no pressure at all. You get what I mean? Which was understandable. If you watch the game, he wasn't tracking back or whatnot, and I guess that's what happened. So
Also, I feel like Tuchel doesn't like Tammy Abraham for some reason.
Well, he started him.
He did start him, but then he did
take him off.
Halftime, took him off for Callum Hudson-Odoi and tried to push Timo Werner as the number 9.
Werner had an all right game. I watched it, and he's doing all right. He's trying, and he came out. He's like,
I feel like he's trying to make room for Timo Werner because
he's trying to bring the best out of him.
He's trying to put him as the striker. Like he's got Tuchel has a hard job already. Right, he's got 3 good strikers. He's got Giroud,
Giroud scored
a lovely goal. I was going to say a lovely
he
goal.
scored 15 out of 16 games. So.
He scored a lovely goal against Atletico Madrid. That if you saw the overhead
that
kick,
game finished 1-0.
1-0, and that was Giroud's goal. Giroud's been in great form since the start of this season, and he's saved Lampard a few times.
Even last season, he was good.
Who else you got? You got Tammy Abraham, who's also been in good form. He played very well under Frank Lampard. He's scored 6-7 goals so far this season. Whenever he's appeared, he's shown up.
Mason Mount just keeps killing it. Mason Mount
keeps killing it. And surprisingly too, shouldn't Jorginho be taking the penalties? Like, what's going on there? It's now gone to Mason Mount.
Well, Jorginho wasn't on. He wasn't on.
Oh yeah, you're right.
He wasn't on when that happened. So Mason Mount.
He wasn't even on the bench.
Stepped up.
Oh, no, he's on the bench. He came on.
He did. He came on.
He came on for Kovacic. You know what? I'm not complaining about Mount because I've got Mount in my FPL team. So thank you. Who else? You got Timo Werner. I was going to say. I think Tuchel he's trying to get the best out of Werner. So he wants to give him more game time as the number 9 role, but
it might come, man. You never know.
I don't know.
What was our predictions?
We both predicted a Chelsea win. You said 3-1. I said 3-2. The game ended 1-1.
1-1. Yeah, I know. Southampton, who are still going through a bad run of form. They scraped the point, which was good on them, man. They scraped the point.
Before this game, they were on like an 8-game losing streak. So,
we'll get to them, but they did buckle. So we'll move on to the next one, which is Burnley versus West Brom. West Brom copying a 30-minute red card. Semi Ajayi, I don't know how to say
Ajayi.
How do you say his name?
Ajayi.
Who is a defender. So it was a straight red as well. Very dirty challenge, unlucky challenge.
Yeah.
West Brom registered their first clean sheet in 15 Premier League games. So, good on them. But unlucky West Brom, they need points. They need points. They can't keep dropping it. You get what I mean? Now they're 12 points from safety, and it's not looking good for West Brom. Burnley getting a point, which is good because that keeps them safe from relegation.
Yeah.
But again, it's getting tight. They're only 5 points. 5 points.
Yeah. Still, I feel like West Brom's lost it now. Between them and Fulham,
them and Sheffield.
Well, between them and Fulham, there's like 8 points.
Yeah, and Fulham, we'll get to them, and yeah.
But I think Big Sam can't even save West Brom this season. I think this is the first time Big Sam will get relegated, unfortunately.
Yeah.
However, if you don't
He
get the
had
points,
a hard job coming in. He had a
he did.
hard job
He
coming
did.
in.
Yeah, to
You
try and
get what I
replace
mean?
Bilic, he had a very hard job to try and save West Brom.
Mhm.
However, I got the half a point because I predicted a draw. Thank you very much. 0.5 for me. And you got nothing because you thought Burnley was going to beat West Brom. So you get a big fat 0. All right, moving on to my boys. This was actually... Good. Do you want to say it?
No. Your boys, bro. Your boys.
Well, this was the Mad About Football's game of the week, which was Liverpool versus Everton. First of all, I'll say well done to you for predicting the win for Everton. So you get half a point. Congratulations for that.
Mate, you were talking shit about Richarlison, mate. Look, I told you he's going to come back and bite you. Told you he was going to come back and bite you.
Second minute he scored. Second minute.
And he almost set up the second one, which I don't even think that was a penalty. It was a sketchy one. You get what I mean?
Look,
Alexander-Arnold.
At the end of the day, the referee called it. And it's just disappointing that we lost, especially in the Merseyside derby. That we should have.
Go on. Sorry.
Like we should have, dominated and taken all 3 points because we had.
You did
we
dominate most of it. Yeah,
we dominated the possession. However, again, looking at the shots tally, we get 15 shots and 6 on target.
And then Everton had 9 shots and 6 on target. So you get what I mean?
Yeah. It's like we're just struggling for goals at the moment. We're not.
Jordan Henderson
injured,
went down injured, out for 12 weeks.
Games. Yeah, 12 weeks. Yeah,
12 weeks, which is crazy.
That's pretty much the end of the season.
Yeah, that's and what like I know it's not funny, but what I found funny was that when Jordan Henderson's went down, the look on Klopp's face.
Yeah,
right. The look on Klopp's face, and it just looked like he was just like shit. Yeah. God damn.
Like, what can I do? Like, what else is going to happen?
It was a very risky lineup from Ancelotti as well. Calvert-Lewin started on the bench, Sigurdsson on the bench, Bernard Allan on the bench, and they took all the pressure out of it. You get what I mean?
Yeah, well, they started 5 defenders. They started 5 defenders and they sat back the most of the game. They gave us the ball for most of the game. But we couldn't penetrate because they had 5 defenders to sit back. You had Digne, Godfrey,
but you're just struggling in the
whole game.
Front. You're just struggling in the goal front as well.
We are.
So your whole front 3 aren't the same front 3 as last season, where they could just make something out of nothing. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
This is so. There's a stat here that I want to say. Liverpool have lost 4 consecutive league home games for only the second time, last doing so back in December 1923.
Wow.
When they were also defending Premier League champions. That's crazy, man.
Look, I just want to say that this season's a write-off. Literally, our season's done. I'm only looking forward to Champions League games at the moment, to be honest. I'm not even looking forward to playing Sheffield United or playing against Chelsea after that.
Yeah, your next home game is against Chelsea. Your next home game is against Chelsea.
So I'm not really looking forward to any of the Premier League games because this season's done.
I predicted an Everton win as well.
You did. I gave you half a point. You did.
Mate,
I got nothing. Big fat 0 for me.
Okay, we'll move on to the next one, which was Fulham versus Sheffield United.
Where are we? Yes, Fulham coming out with a very valuable 3 points, which puts them
3 points. Sorry,
puts them 3 points behind Newcastle, who are sitting in 17th place. Mm-hmm. I think Newcastle is I'm just judging from the way they play. Newcastle are at risk, man, big time. Like they look lost every time they go on that pitch. They look lost.
Oh yeah. Fulham getting 8 out of 3, 6, 9, 12. 8 out of their last 15 points, which is really good for them who are struggling.
Dude, they haven't lost a game
in 4 games.
In 4 games. The last time they lost was against Leicester, 2-0.
Mm-hmm. Fulham looking, dangerous.
Man. Looking better.
Anything can happen in this league, man. Anything.
Yeah, they're looking very good. Newcastle plays Wolves next, and Fulham play Crystal Palace. And interestingly enough, Fulham play Newcastle at the end of the season as the last game.
Oh, it's a very tough one. Also, again, fuck Sheffield United. Enjoy championship. Enjoy the championship, you pack of cunts.
Well, actually, I predicted a Sheffield United win 1-0.
Yeah, I know, you're a fucking idiot.
And you predicted a draw, so big fat 0 for the both of us.
I don't care. Sheffield lost. See you next year, mate. See ya minimum.
Moving on to the London derby.
Which mate, best team in London at the moment.
I reckon.
Mate, Lord Lingard provides the bits, mate. Right? And let's not get this wrong. Right? Spurs didn't like come out of the gates. They were very slow, very poor, very start. Mikel Antonio.
I mean, look, they had 20 shots. They had 20 shots. But 70% possession.
Doesn't matter. 20 shots. How many on target?
4. Yeah.
4. I can have all the shots in the world. Doesn't matter as long as they don't hit that keeper. And half of them were shocking as well.
Yeah.
Half of their shots were thin. And West Ham could have been up more if they knew how to finish as well. If they knew how to finish. Heung Song Min didn't defend the cross that came into Mikel Antonio. It was the fastest to respond to it after Lloris saved it.
Yeah.
Right? Lingard had a beautiful shot. Thomas Souček,
yeah.
Absolute warrior, bro. Copped a head injury, like he cut his eyebrow open. He's covered in blood. Still got up to defend the ball coming in, and then he went down. Right?
Yeah.
And this is just more lost points for Spurs. If they want that Europa. You want that Europe spot, they've got to win these games. You get what I mean? But let's not take it away from
West Ham. West Ham done very well.
Bro, just crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. They're doing so well.
West Ham plays Man City next.
Yeah, but still, West Ham.
I would love to see Man City drop points against West Ham. I would love it.
If West Ham even get 1 point, it's like.
It's a win.
Yes. Hell yeah.
That now puts West Ham up to 4th position after beating Spurs, and Spurs are still in 9th, struggling. I fear Liverpool will still drop points, and there's only 4 points separating Spurs and Liverpool, and by the end of this season, if we don't pick up our form, if we don't pull up our socks, we could be 9th. And Tottenham Hotspur could be 6th. You never know.
There's a stat that if Everton win their game in hand and Aston Villa win their games in hand, Liverpool drop down to 8th.
Yeah.
8th. Well, that's crazy. Defending champions.
Yeah.
Right. United finished 7th the season after Fergie retired.
Yeah.
But again, Fergie had retired. It's just, it's different.
Remember when Mourinho came back to Chelsea and they won the league?
Yeah, they won
the league in 2015, I think it was. 14, 15. Yeah. 14, 15. I think it was
Maybe
Leicester.
16.
No. The year before 14-15, when Leicester won it, Chelsea finished 11th, and they were champions the year before that.
Were they? Yes,
yeah.
they were.
And that's when they finished like 11th, and they sacked Mourinho, and then they got Conte in, and Conte won the league for him the year after.
Yeah, Conte had really good. See, I liked Conte, but when you go to Chelsea, I feel like you just get a level of disrespect automatically.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Your job is never certain. Like,
that's why they don't give him.
That's why they don't give him. But they expect, I think, too much from brand new managers. You get what I mean? Di Matteo won them their only ever Champions League. He got sacked halfway through the season the next year.
Yeah, he did.
Won them the Champions League, bro.
Well, it's because Chelsea at that stage were sitting fifth, I think fifth or sixth, and they thought
still fifth or sixth, bro. Okay, cool, Champions League spots. You get what I mean?
That's true. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, well, they weren't too far off Champions League spots, and they literally sacked their only Champions League winner. Yeah. Much.
Right, but Spurs just bottling it again. West Ham, all props to them, man.
You predicted a 2-1 Spurs win. What were you thinking, bro?
Bro, Spurs needed a result, bro. I was hoping they'd get one,
I didn't do better. I predicted a 1-1 draw. But all props to West Ham, man. It looks like your player, Jesse Lingard, has had a bit of a resurgence of late.
Yes, let's
it's like, why wasn't he performing like that under Ole?
I don't think he ever got the chance with Ole. You get what I mean? I don't think he ever got the chance with Ole.
I think Lingard he lost a passion for the game when he was at Manchester United.
He had a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah. Didn't his mum pass away or something? Or?
No. She's like not well. She's sick, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Something like that. She's sick and whatnot.
Because there was a stage where he was doing well. I think under Mourinho, and then he was just, you never saw him after that.
Yeah, because he played and then he was shocking, and then he had a lot of personal family stuff, and then he was just, you could see that he was causing his bad form.
Yeah, he literally became a meme.
Yeah, but good on him. I'm
happy for him too. I'm happy for him too. Yeah. Anyone who goes through troubles and picks up their career again, all the best to him.
Yes. All right, we'll move on to our next one, which was Aston Villa versus Leicester City. It got leaked. Aston Villa tried to keep it under wraps before the Leicester game that Jack Grealish is out injured.
Yeah.
He had a muscle injury, so someone's leaked it, and Aston Villa aren't happy about it.
Yeah, apparently a lot of Villa players, they play FPL. They play Fantasy Premier League. And because of that, I think they reckon that one of the players at Aston Villa leaked it.
Oh, really? Wow.
So the manager has now banned the players from playing FPL. That's what I've heard. I don't know the full details of it and whatnot, but
imagine
it's just pretty funny.
Well,
all because of a game,
Leicester keeping up really good. James Maddison, Harvey Barnes back on the score sheets again. Those two are killing it. Very good. Having a very good season.
And it won't surprise me if Gareth Southgate gets these two on board for the Euros for England.
Would, yes. Especially with now Henderson out injured.
Exactly. He's going to be missing for the next 12 weeks.
He might.
It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. First of all, I want to go with our predictions. I predicted a 2-1 Leicester win. Ding, ding, ding.
Yes.
Winner. 1 point for me. You predicted a 3-1 Aston Villa win. Boo.
Yeah, I just wanted Leicester to drop points.
Yeah, well, typical from a Man U fan.
Well, they're sitting second, bro. Of course.
They are second. Well, then all props to Leicester City. They played very well. They dominated this game, in my opinion.
Yes.
Aston Villa really had no chance. Bertrand Traore pretty much got lucky with that goal, to be honest.
Yes, I agree. But again, a goal is a goal. Doesn't really matter.
A goal's a goal, true. Mm-hmm. All right, let's move on. Moving on to the next game, which was Arsenal versus Manchester City. Now, we both predicted big scorelines, like thumpings by Manchester City. I was
Yes.
surprised. I was surprised to see it 1-0. Really.
I've been seeing Arsenal fans be like, cool, 1-0, we'll take it.
Yeah.
But I don't think they watched this game. I don't think they realized that City didn't care. You get what I mean? That City were just coasting it. They scored and then they just coasted it.
Yeah.
You get what I mean?
They were in control the whole time.
They were in control, and if City wanted to smack this Arsenal squad, they would have smacked them.
Yeah,
They would have
I agree. I think
right?
Pep took it down a notch because he didn't want to embarrass Arteta, really.
Yeah, exactly. Also, how the hell does Raheem Sterling score a header over one of Arsenal's tallest defenders?
I don't know.
Right? Because he got up there. He got really up there.
Yeah.
It was like when Real Madrid played Manchester United and Ronaldo jumped over Evra.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And
Well, that's
Raheem
Ronaldo.
Sterling
Ronaldo is
a
6 foot. Ronaldo is
But
6
that's what I'm
foot.
saying. Sterling's short.
Yeah.
And he got over him. He got over it.
He can jump,
Right?
dude.
7 shots, 1 on target for Arsenal, 15, 3 on target for City. I think that Arsenal, like what this looked like for me was that Arsenal just wanted to get this game over with so they could focus on the Benfica Europa game. Right?
Yeah.
Because
but they drew
they
anyways. They didn't win that game.
They won today, this morning.
Oh, did they?
They won.
Oh.
They barely won 3-2, 89th
Wow, they
minute.
scraped it.
Scraped through.
You know what?
Scraped
It's good.
through.
I like seeing Premier League team winning. You know, I don't like the other teams in the league. in Europe.
Four English teams through the last of 16 Europa. So
Nice.
Leicester City fell out. They lost to Slav Prague.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
Goodbye, Leicester City.
2-0.
What about Hotspurs? Tottenham.
Hotspurs won 8-1 on aggregate.
Wow.
Um,
All right.
Arsenal won 4-3 on aggregate. United won 4-0.
Yeah.
And Rangers, Steven Gerrard
Winning the league.
made it through to last 16 of Europa.
And he's going to win the league.
Yes, they are. They're like Liverpool last season. They were just dominant.
Yeah, I think
over the
they're like
Scottish League.
11 or 12 points ahead of everyone.
I thought they were
ahead
21.
of second.
I thought they were 21 points.
No, they're like 12 points, I think. Anyways, don't worry about it. We're not here to talk about Scotland. We're here to talk about the English Premier League.
But again, City just controlled this whole game, just completely dominated it.
Yeah.
Completely dominated it. And if they wanted it to be more than 1-0, they would have made it more than 1-0.
I reckon too.
You know what I mean?
Arsenal only had one shot on target.
Yeah.
You can clearly see City were in total control of this game.
I agree.
And rightly so, man. You know, they've been just smashing it. So you and I both get half a point each because we thought that Pep was going to embarrass Arteta by smashing Arsenal, but wasn't to be. We'll move on to the next one. All-time
boys.
Manchester United versus Newcastle United. I'm going to start off with, well done. Got the full point.
That's 3-1.
You
Let's go, finally.
predicted 3-1.
Let's go.
I get a half a point because I predicted 2-0. So I get half a point for that. I just want to say one thing.
Yes.
Newcastle are going to get relegated.
You reckon?
Yeah. Dude.
Saint Maximin.
Yeah, look, I like him. And they're going to lose him.
He had a nice volley. He scored a nice volley. That's why they signed him to a 6-year contract, so they can milk everything out of him.
They're going to lose him at the end of the
season.
season.
They will lose him, but it'll cost the team a lot of money.
Yeah.
It will cost the team a lot of money. Let me just say that we had a banger. We had an absolute... We
needed it too. After drawing 3 games in a row, you needed this.
Not 3 games in a row.
Sorry,
we drew 2 in a row.
Yeah.
We've
then
won.
Then you guys after the draw against Arsenal, you guys spanked Southampton 9-0, and then you drew twice: Everton 3-0 and West Brom 1-1.
Yeah.
But like it's really good. Like you needed this to maintain second place pretty much.
I agree. We have a very big game against Chelsea next as well,
Yeah,
so
you
that
do.
will be
Well,
very important.
next game week, not every game, not every team, but majority of the teams have double games, except for Leeds and Southampton.
Yes.
I can't remember
Everyone's
who
playing
else.
every third day, every second day.
Pretty much. So there's a
So,
double
yeah.
there's a double game week for game week 26. So we'll cover that when time comes for it.
Yes. Let me just say, I love it when Dan James scores. I love it. I absolutely love it. Nah, because he's so good. Like, you know, really good resurgence of form. Last season, at the start of the season, he had a really good run of form. And yeah, I love when he scores. Marcus Rashford scored a really good goal. Carl Dowell should have scored it. What's his name? Darlow.
Darlow is Newcastle's goalkeeper.
Yeah, he should have saved it. It was a near post. It was a near post goal.
Yeah.
Also, our bench. Let me just talk about our bench. Greenwood, Amad Diallo, and we brought on the new kid, Shota Shortery.
I think it was Shortire.
Sorry. 17 years old.
Yeah.
17 years old.
And you good?
You know? Yeah, he's good, man. He's 17 years old, man. So good on him.
He played for a minute. I didn't really see him much.
He didn't, yeah, but I think it was just, you know, introduced into the squad, another academy player, you know, and I loved it. There's a video of when Rashford was running in the goals, and it was him, Greenwood, and Amad Diallo. They were all watching Rashford run into the box and score, and they full celebrated. And it was good to see that, like, you know, Rashford inspiring the next generation.
It's a good culture. It's a good culture to have, really.
Yes. So good on him.
Yeah.
All right, we'll move on to the next one, which wow, this game, mate, we keep saying Brighton gets unlucky.
Okay.
When you have 25 shots and only get 5 on target, I watched this highlight, and holy crap.
Let me introduce this game. This game is Brighton versus Crystal Palace at the Amex Stadium.
Right.
Now, for this game just summed up Brighton's season. We've been saying it from day dot that Brighton plays very well football, plays very good football. You know, they've been playing some of the best football out of most of the teams this season. Playing better football than Liverpool currently, I reckon, in my opinion. However, they can't win. Very unlucky. Let's go through the stats. 74.5% possession for Brighton. 25.5% possession for Crystal Palace. So possession is dominated by Brighton.
715 passes by Brighton. 250
passes. So they've tripled them in passes.
I will say
they've doubled them in touches. You know,
I will
13 corners to 0. 25 shots for Brighton, 5 on target. To 3 shots for Crystal Palace, 2 on target. And they get both of their shots on target in.
I will say that the John Philippe Mattia, whatever his name is, that goal that he scored, Mateta, the very, the heel flick spin, it was a very nice goal. Also, fuck Brighton, because Matt Ryan would have saved that second one.
I was just going to say that
would have saved that.
Shouldn't have given away our homeboy, Matt Ryan. This is what Brighton deserves. This is what Brighton gets. You want to loan out our goalkeeper? Well,
and see, now with that loss, Brighton are only 4 points from relegation.
Yeah,
4 points. 4 points.
Yeah. You know, Brighton's still playing some very good football. They're just being super unlucky, man. This game just summed up their whole season. Really, it was when I saw the result, I just laughed. I'm like, Wow.
And when I seen 20, and I watched it,
25
and
shots.
bro, it wasn't even that their shots were shit. Bro, the keeper done well for Brighton, for Palace.
Yeah, Crystal Palace.
Yeah, but hey, that's what happens when you get rid of the Aussie. We'll move on to the last game, which is a match week 18 catch-up game versus Leeds United versus Southampton.
This was a cracking game for Leeds United. I'm really happy because I got 2 players from Leeds in my FPL team. I had Bamford and I had Stuart Dallas.
Yes.
So I'm extremely happy with that. Again, Southampton going through a bad result, losing their 9th game out of losing 9 games now out of 10.
Shit, yeah. Do you know what's a funny stat? Leeds have scored 43 goals, but they've also conceded 43.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. But with this result, they move up to 10th, and they're 11. No,
they're 10th. They're 10th.
No. I'm trying to.
They're above Arsenal.
8 points. 8 points from Europa. 8 points from Europa.
I don't think they're good enough for you for to get 8th
I don't think so
whatnot.
I don't think so either.
That defense is very shocking. They had the 2nd worst defense, barring West Bromwich Albion, who had the worst defense.
With 55. Yeah.
Leeds are just there. Conceded 43.
43 as well. Also,
also Crystal Palace and Southampton
41.
have considered 43 as well. So, fair enough. They're not that shit then.
Yeah, but still, Leeds good bounce back from the
Wolves game. Yeah,
the Wolves game. Yes,
they needed it. But they've been like that this whole season. They'll lose one game, but the next game they'll bounce back and thump them.
Yeah.
Well, with that loss for Southampton, that brings them down to 14th. If they lose their next one, which is they're playing against Everton next game, we might see Southampton go down to 15th.
Oh, imagine.
Yeah, man. And that'll be their 10th loss in 11 games. It was like, wow. Like, they're really struggling for form at the moment. I don't know what's happening with Southampton, to be honest.
Yeah, nah, man. All of a sudden they've just dropped. Yeah. So,
where's Danny Ings? Where's James Ward-Prowse? Where are the goals coming from? I have no idea. Okay, I'm going to call it a night. That's it from us. This concludes our review of Game Week 25. Stop shooting me, please.
Sorry.
I'm going to say to everyone, have a good night and wish you well. We'll see you again next time when we give our predictions for Game Week 26. It'll be a double game week for most of the teams. So please stay tuned for that and subscribe and like to our videos. And that's it from us. For now. We'll see you later. Goodbye.
Bye.